The Young and the Restless spoilers next 3 weeks. Abbott family chaos. Billy's bombshell and a mysterious stranger. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the next 3 weeks reveal more Abbott family drama. Billy Abbott's Jason Thompson, shocking revelation, and a new mysterious character arrives. The week of July 20th to July 24th. During the week of July 20th to July 24th, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will finally return home after his near-fatal stab wound. That will be a plus for the Abbotts. However, Lawrence Markham, Jerry Burns, is still out there lurking around, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, is terrified. Diane needs to stop Dr. Markham, no matter what it takes. Diane will finally remember the fact that Markham had several books by Alan Loron, Christopher Cousins, all over his house. Diane truly feels that Martin Loron, Christopher Cousins, may have some insight on Markham and will confide this in Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland. Tracy doesn't believe Martin will talk to Diane, but he might talk to her. Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will get her bandages removed, but she is still not able to see. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, will be her rock during this time. Victor is also determined to get back Newman Media and will be stunned by Adam Newman's, Mark Grossman, actions. Adam will offer to buy Newman Media from Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, but wants her to lie to Victor about it. However, Victor finds out the truth and will no doubt blame Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. Sally and Billy will learn a secret about Jill Abbott, Lauren Koslow. Meanwhile, Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, will consider leaving town. Both Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Victor will advise Matt that he shouldn't leave. Phyllis and Matt's romance will heat up very soon. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, feels Matt is playing mind games. The week of July 27th to July 31st. This week things will heat up between Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. Fans can expect some back and forth emotions between these two as they work toward a possible affair. Fans will also learn details about Kyle's deal with Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke. Patty's Markham/Martin secret is about to explode as this deal may fall apart. Viewers should prepare themselves for some shocking information about Martin and Markham that could lead to yet another Abbott nightmare. Look for Victor to unleash his fury on Adam and Chelsea when the truth comes out about the Newman Media deal. What will happen to Victor's relationship with Adam this time? The week of August 3rd to August 7th. A new character named Marie Kirkland, played by Jade Harlow, will arrive in Genoa City. Marie is looking to make a new start, but could find a lot more drama than she can handle. The next 3 weeks are certainly heating up, and you don't want to miss a minute of it. The morning sun stretched across Genoa City, but inside the Abbott mansion, peace was nowhere to be found. The familiar warmth of the family home had been replaced by tension, so thick it seemed to echo through every hallway. Jack Abbott stood near the fireplace, coffee untouched in his hand, watching the front door as if he expected another disaster to walk through it. Diane sensed his unease but remained silent. After years of rebuilding trust with the Abbott family, she knew some storms couldn't be stopped, only endured. Ashley Abbott entered the living room with the confidence that had always defined her. "I hear Billy called an emergency family meeting," she said, crossing her arms. "That usually means trouble." Jack sighed. With Billy, it almost always does. Just then, Billy Abbott burst through the front door. His usual charm was gone, replaced by determination and a hint of anxiety. "We need to talk," Billy announced. Tracy looked up from the sofa. "Billy, you're scaring everyone." "Maybe I should." The room fell silent. Billy glanced around at each member of his family before taking a deep breath. "I've made a decision that's going to change everything." Jack frowned. "What kind of decision?" Billy hesitated for only a second. "I'm selling my company, and I'm leaving Genoa City." The announcement landed like an earthquake. Ashley immediately shook her head. "No, absolutely not. You're acting on impulse again." "It's not impulse," Billy replied firmly. "I've been planning this for months." Jack's expression hardened. "Without telling your family?" "I knew you'd try to stop me." Diane quietly watched the brothers exchange frustrated looks. She had seen this pattern before. Billy always wanted freedom, while Jack always believed family came first. Tracy stepped between them. "Billy, why now?" He looked down. "Because staying here keeps me trapped in the same cycle." His answer stunned everyone. For years, Billy had fought to prove himself, to escape the shadow of his successful siblings, and to find his own identity. Yet every victory had somehow turned into another setback. "I need a fresh start." Jack's voice softened. "You don't have to run away to find one." Billy smiled sadly. "Maybe I do." Before anyone could respond, the mansion's doorbell rang. The interruption couldn't have come at a stranger moment. Diane answered the door. Standing outside was a man no one recognized. He appeared to be in his early 40s, dressed in an expensive charcoal suit with an air of quiet confidence. His piercing blue eyes scanned the room before settling on Jack. "I'm looking for the Abbott family." Jack stepped forward cautiously. "You found them." The stranger smiled. "My name is Daniel Mercer." No one reacted. Should they know him? "I don't believe we've met," Jack replied carefully. "You haven't." Daniel paused dramatically. "But my father certainly knew yours." The room froze. John Abbott's name had not been mentioned. Yet everyone instantly understood who Daniel meant. Ashley narrowed her eyes. "What exactly do you want?" Daniel calmly reached into his briefcase and removed an old leather folder. "I think this belongs to your family." Jack accepted the folder cautiously. Inside were faded documents, handwritten letters, and what appeared to be legal records dating back decades. One envelope carried John Abbott's unmistakable signature. Jack looked stunned. "Where did you get these?" Daniel folded his hands. "My father kept them hidden for over 30 years. Ashley stepped closer. "Because they contain a secret John Abbott never wanted anyone to discover." The temperature in the room suddenly seemed to drop. Billy, who moments earlier had been ready to walk away from Genoa City forever, slowly sat back down. Whatever the stranger had brought was clearly bigger than his own announcement. Jack carefully unfolded one of the letters. His face changed instantly. Disbelief, confusion, then anger. Ashley grabbed the page from his hands. Her eyes widened. "This can't be real." Tracy nervously asked, "What does it say?" Jack looked toward Daniel. "Is this some kind of joke?" Daniel remained perfectly calm. "I wish it were." According to the documents, years before the Abbott family built its business empire, John Abbott had entered into a confidential partnership with another businessman. That partnership allegedly included a written agreement promising shared ownership of a valuable piece of land that eventually became one of Jabot's earliest development sites. The agreement had never been honored. Ashley shook her head. "My father would never cheat anyone." Daniel answered quietly. "That's exactly what my father believed, until the day he died." Silence settled across the room. Jack struggled to reconcile everything he knew about his father's integrity with the accusations lying in front of him. Billy finally spoke. "What are you asking for?" Daniel's gaze remained steady. "I'm not asking." He paused. "I'm informing you. The Mercer family intends to reclaim what belongs to us." The threat hung heavily in the air. Ashley laughed bitterly. "You expect us to believe some forgotten paperwork is enough to challenge the Abbott legacy?" Daniel smiled politely. "Not just paperwork." He reached into his briefcase again. "I also have witnesses." Jack's heart sank. If Daniel truly possessed evidence supporting his claims, the Abbott family could be facing not only a financial disaster, but also a public relations nightmare capable of damaging John Abbott's reputation forever. Billy leaned forward. "So why come now?" Daniel looked directly at him. "Because now, someone inside your family is willing to help me." The room exploded with accusations. Ashley immediately looked at Diane. Diane's eyes widened. "Don't look at me." Billy suspected Victor Newman could somehow be involved. Jack considered every possibility. Could an Abbott relative have secretly betrayed them? Or was Daniel manipulating everyone to create division before launching his attack? No one trusted anyone anymore. The family's unity began unraveling before their eyes. As arguments filled the mansion, Daniel quietly walked toward the front door. "I'll give you 48 hours," he said. "After that, my attorneys will make everything public." He disappeared into the afternoon sunlight. The front door slowly closed behind him. Inside, no one moved. Billy finally broke the silence. "I'm postponing my trip." Jack looked at him. "I thought you were leaving." Billy nodded. "I was." He glanced at the mysterious documents scattered across the coffee table. "But if someone wants to destroy this family—" He stood beside his brother. "They'll have to go through all of us first." For the first time that day, Jack smiled. Despite every disagreement, every betrayal, and every painful chapter in their complicated history, the Abbott family had always found a way to stand together when everything they loved was threatened. Yet, as night fell over Genoa City, another pair of eyes watched the Abbott mansion from across the street. A woman sat inside a black sedan, studying photographs spread across the passenger seat. One picture showed Jack, another showed Ashley. The last showed Daniel Mercer. She picked up her phone. "They believed him," she whispered. A distorted voice answered from the other end. "Good. What about phase 2? The voice responded without hesitation. "Tomorrow the real game begins." The call ended. The woman smiled as she started the engine and disappeared into the darkness, leaving behind one undeniable truth. Daniel Mercer was only the beginning. The Abbott family had survived corporate wars, personal betrayals, and impossible odds before, but the battle about to unfold promised to be unlike anything they had ever faced. Hidden loyalties would be exposed, long-buried secrets would come to light, and every member of the family would be forced to decide just how far they were willing to go to protect the Abbott name. In Genoa City, appearances were often deceiving, and the greatest danger was rarely the one standing at the front door. Sometimes it was the one hiding in plain sight.